Okay, forget supple plus eldoa today. We're going to focus on cervical spine and shoulders using a chair. So I'm going to use this bench. Just have something close by, even a piece of furniture. A couch will work just fine as well. We're going to start by loosening up a little bit through the neck and shoulders. So I don't know about you, but when it's colder, this is the time when I really notice tightness through my neck and shoulders, and it's mostly because I am also using my shoulders for protection from the cold. So, not to mention all of a sudden extra shoveling, which, let's be honest, if you're doing that, are you warming up first? Oh, probably not. At least that's for sure my situation. So all of these on top of the regular everyday tightnesses that come into the neck and shoulders just brings more cause for us to do this today. So we've done about a minute of easy shoulder rolls, just bringing some heat and circulation to that area. Then bring your wrists up. So height of the shoulders, extend at the wrist, turn your fingers down. You're gonna stand with the feet together. And then inhale the arms up overhead, back down, and then in front. So just going through those two ranges there, front and then overhead. As we go through this approximately 20-minute wonderful prehab, so you don't need rehab today, if there's anything that feels like uncomfortable, pinching, well, more painful than anything, that's where you want to leave it out, modify, and do what's best for you. One more here. Okay, holding here. Now take your feet quite wide apart with the toes turned in slightly. Pelvic tilt the tailbone. So we're tucking the tailbone under. Then get really nice and long up through the crown of the head, down through the tailbone. We're going to slide sideways, back to center, and then the other side. Good, alternating right and left. Don't worry about how big the movement is. Just go as far as you can and keep that alignment, tucking the tailbone under, getting that nice stretch to the lower back. Good, relax the arms down. Bring your feet hip width apart. Turn the toes in, bend the knees slightly forward. So they're coming in towards each other over the toes. Again, tuck that tailbone under. Bring the arms back out to the side. Relax the shoulders down, extend at the wrist, fingers wide. And slide to one side, hold there, and then take the arm over your head. We're going to pull the elbow, so thumb touches the shoulder, and then reach. Pull and reach, leaning back into the heels. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull. One more. Good, back to center, sliding the other way. Keep that tilt. Reach over the head, and then thumb to the shoulder. One more big inhale. Back to center. Extend the legs, shake out the legs, standing straight and tall. We're going to turn one palm down. Turn your eyes over the palm that's down. Inhale and switch. So you're trying to twist, rotating the arms in the shoulder socket while the head turns. Maybe each time getting a little bit further. Remember to include your eyes in the turn. So we're not allowing the pelvis to turn. It's just the neck. Just the head is turning and the eyes looking way back. One more. And then relax the arms all the way down. Okay, if you felt some really good heat almost burning in the shoulders, that's absolutely perfect. We're going to take the feet together. Inhale the arms up over the head. Interlace your fingers, just extending your index fingers. Tuck the tailbone under again and try to get your body as long and tall as you can. So you can wiggle a little bit, getting some length there. Keep the tailbone tucked under. Reach the fingertips up to the ceiling and push down into the heels of your feet. I'm going to do an easy standing side bend right and left. So we're loosening up, especially the lats here. Good. This one we're going to hold and add 3 breaths. So inhale. Reach out longer through the fingers, and then on the exhale, push your hips a little bit forward in the opposite direction. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach out through the fingertips. Exhale, push the hips. One more. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, push the hips. Inhale, come up. And lean back into the heels. If you've shifted forward, side bend the other way. So at first, just go as far as you can without bending your elbows. And then inhale, reach, which is pulling from the bottom arm. Exhale, push the hips in the opposite direction. Inhale, reach. Exhale, push. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, push. Inhale, come all the way up. And then bring your arms all the way down. Nice and low. So with your feet even just a little bit wider, we're going to rotate the upper body. Try to relax the arms so that they swing, keeping the head and the hips still. So just a little bit of a rotation through the thoracic spine, still lifting the crown of the head nice and tall. And then one more standing stretch in our warm-up here, interlacing the fingers together, feet together. Knuckles under the chin. This is a stretch from the Bikram yoga practice. It's actually a breathing exercise, but it's excellent for the neck and shoulders as a warm-up. So on the inhale, we're going to lift the elbows up towards the ceiling as high as we can. When you can't get any higher, and make sure the ribs stay down, then we're going to exhale, looking up to the ceiling. Squeeze the elbows together until they touch and use your knuckles to push into the chin gently. Then again, inhale, bring the head down so you're looking straight ahead. Elbows come up, maybe a little bit higher this time. Elbows up. You're trying to get the elbows as close together as you can in front of your face, over your head. Exhale, push the head back again. Keep exhaling. You're nudging the knuckles into your chin to push back a little bit further and squeeze the elbows tight together, lifting the elbows away from you. Inhale, elbows go up. Should be noticing that you're getting a little more range of motion, maybe cracking some finger knuckles here. If they need that, they will just adjust themselves. So any noises that you hear is just your body settling back into a better place. After having a stretch, exhale, push the chin back. Last time, squeeze, you're getting that stretch between the shoulder blades. Get the elbows to touch and then kind of push the elbows away from you while keeping your knuckles on the chin, and then relax your arms all the way back down and shake out the arms. Okay, if you can grab a pillow or a block or a sweatshirt or something like that, just something soft to put behind your head. You're going to use a wall or a stable door to start with our neck plank. So to make it really precise, if you start with your heels against the surface of the wall that you're leaning on, and then step out 1 foot from there. So your foot length, then have just the back of your head, but the top back of your head against your cushion, pillow, whatever it is. Feet are just a hip width apart. We're going to relax the arms down at the side. Relax the shoulders back. Take a deep inhale and then see if you can flatten the back even just a little bit more. So gently tucking the tailbone under, keeping the knees straight but not contracted, relaxing the arms down, and then just breathing. So you just want to make sure your nose is not pointed up, but it's not pointed down either. So your face is just at the normal face angle, the normal angle if you were just standing against the wall with your feet slightly forward. And we are timing this to hold for 60 seconds. So if you've not done this before, if it's tight, if you need to come out early, do that, no problem. Working our way up to a minute. And even if you're not feeling anything at all, if you take one hand and place it behind your neck, you'll feel those muscles are contracting. This is one that I used to feel an enormous amount of tension when I did. Now I don't feel it really at all, but I always notice when I come out, and this is where you want to take a moment and just see if you can feel a little, if there's that sense of lightness in your head after doing that. That's the release of the muscle tension. And we're going to continue through the rest of this session today. So coming down in front of your chair. So we're going to do a shoulder opening exercise. I'm going to fold this mat over for my knees. So, and this is why we're needing this chair today for one of the reasons we're using this chair today. So we're going to have the elbows on the seat. So I'm going to come forward, elbows on the seat of my chair. Let's come forward. Sensitive knees. All right, so elbows on the seat, and then drop your head down in between the arms. So if you need to, leave your arms straight, get your head in close. And if you're really tight through the neck and shoulders, this might be where you're going to stay, right here. It might even be tricky just to get to this place, and if that's the case, just do one arm at a time for today. So if you can, I'm going to bend the elbows, palms together, and then make two fists and try to push the back of the knuckles together. So we're just creating a little bit of space there. And then gently pushing either the palms or the knuckles in towards each other. Inhale, turn your head looking right. Exhale, turn your head looking left. And then hold. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to the right. And then back to center. Good, release the arms. And slowly come all the way back up. We're going to have a seat on top of the chair with one hand tucked underneath the seat. So from here, this is going to be our anchor point. If you're on a couch or something like that, you could sit on your hand. It's a better stretch if you can sit on a chair that you can reach under the seat. But do the best of what you have. We're going to sit tall so the crown of the head is right back over the tailbone. Make sure the ribs are down so the back is flat. The back of your back is flat, sitting tall. And then tilt your head away from the arm that's gripping. So I'm actually going to lean a little bit. So I've got this pull, right? This shoulder is now anchored down because my hand is gripped under the seat. Slowly bring the chin a little bit more in towards the neck. You're going to feel that stretching further. And then turn your nose down towards the opposite shoulder. We're going to bring that hand up and just add a gentle pressure with the hand there. Very gentle. Good. Remove the hand. And now turn your nose to look at the ceiling above the stretching shoulder, the anchored shoulder, with the chin pulling in towards the neck slightly. And then come all the way back up to seated, and we're going to repeat on the other side. So holding here. Good. Basically leaning over until you have that stretch through the neck and shoulder. The chin pulled in slightly. Still lifting up through the crown of the head. And then turn your chin down towards the opposite shoulder. And take the hand, the free hand on top of the head. Just the weight of the fingertips is sometimes enough. So we're going through 3 different stretches, 3 different parts of the neck here. Dermocleidomastoid muscles, scalenes, and trapezius. The trifecta of neck tension. we're attacking it here. Okay, so then gently bring the hand off. Turn your nose to look up to the ceiling above the stretching shoulder side, and then try to also pull the chin in slightly. You'll only be able to pull it in slightly if your nose is still pointing towards the ceiling above that shoulder. Good, and then slowly back up to center and come back down to your mat. So I know that combo as the big bang neck stretch, as it was taught to me. And I've used that with many clients throughout the years. It's just a quick, easy way. I mean, you can do that just about anywhere at your desk. the kitchen table, get that neck stretching, get the relief you need. The nervous system, it's so affected by tension through the neck, and that's why I always find, especially after some of these Eldoa postures, we're gonna do a couple now, sometimes I'm either really energized afterwards or I can be really tired. Basically, just your body normalizing how you were already feeling just without the confusion of all that neck tension. So here we go, coming down onto your back, this way here, and taking your hands, palms to the ceiling, fingers towards the ceiling, or fingers towards your toes rather. Lift the ankles to the height of the knees. So you've got that 90-degree angle there. Pelvic tilt your lower back deep into the mat. And while you're breathing, take a moment just to try to make sure you're nice and straight. If you tend to have a little bit of curvature in your spine, you want to take a moment, make sure you're straight as you can on the mat. Wrists are directly above the shoulders. We're going to focus just for a second on the fingers here. So looking at each finger, can you get each finger a little bit straighter, push out through each fingertip? And then flex, rather extend a little bit more through the palm of the hand as if the tray that's on your palm just got a little bit heavier. Okay, now holding that, take both arms over your head, over, with the hands still at shoulder width apart, and your elbows completely straight. Good, so you're just gonna go back as far as you can without bending your elbows and without widening your hands. Good, chin down to the neck. Eyes looking down at your thighs, the lowest part of your body that you can see, getting that stretch through the back of the eyes. Lower back deep into the floor. On the exhale, with your eyes open, looking down, try to get your sternum down to the floor. Good, keep flexing the palms. I'm really feeling this in my hands today. So if you're with me on that one, I feel it too. Hang in there. Breathe, keep squeezing the wrists into shoulder width apart, not anymore, but just into shoulder width apart. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. One more deep breath here. And then slowly relax one arm at a time and then one leg at a time. That was like all wrists and forearms for me today. We're gonna move on now. This one will be more, maybe more noticeable for you in your neck, definitely will be for me. Feet go up, palms up, same starting point, but this time we're gonna exhale, lower the wrist down to the sides of the body, push down through the shoulders until you feel that lengthening through the neck. So you're pulling the chin down like a double chin, lower back into the floor, sternum towards the floor, exhale, lift the head as high as you can, pulling the chin down on your neck, but make sure that you can feel both shoulder blades down on the ground. Big exhale, pelvic tilt your lower back into the floor a little bit more, and then push away with the palms of the hands. You're trying to lengthen the distance between the crown of your head and the palms of the hands. Stretch out through the fingers. Good, so don't allow yourself any leeway here. Get every finger as straight as you can possibly get it. Thumb, index, middle, ring, baby finger, then wider, then more extension through the wrists. Good, breathe, make it a little bit uncomfortable. We're going somewhere new here. Big tension release. One more deep breath. Then take the hands behind your head. Guide your head back down towards the floor. And then bring the feet all the way down. Okay, let's do one more for the neck and shoulders. Since we're on the theme, let's get the most out of this. The feet come back up. And the palms. We're going to keep the palms right here though. Good, dropping the ankles to the height of the knees. Exhale, bring the head up just a couple inches off the floor. You're trying to make it look like your head is on the floor, but your head is not on the floor. But if this is too deep of a stretch for you, leave your head on the floor and just work on pulling the chin down towards the neck. Good, eyes down towards the thighs. Pull the shoulders back towards the floor and then down towards your hips, reaching out through the crown of the head. Keeping the wrists directly above the shoulders. Stretch out through each fingertip again. Palm flat out of the ceiling. One more deep breath here. Hands behind the head. Slowly lower your head back to the floor. And then with your feet nice and wide, like a little bit wider than your mat, or just definitely wider than hip width, arms out wide. We're going to rotate the knees right to left. So windshield wipering the knees right to left. And then turning your head gently in the opposite direction as you go. One more here. Good, back to center. Bring your feet together. And I was just going to say we're going to sit up, roll up. But if you're more comfortable, you can grab a hold of one knee. Demonstrate this instead. You're going to use your straight leg to kick as you embrace or engage through the abdominals, chin towards the neck, rolling up. If it's easier for you just to roll over, use your hands, do that. We don't need any new kinks in the neck in the middle of our Get Supple session here. So a final stretch. And this is nice because it's kind of a relaxation as well. So lying flat down on your front now. Palms are down against the floor. We're going to turn the head to one side. Try to get your ear right against the ground the best that you can, and then pull your chin in towards the neck, but not down on the shoulder. Take a deep breath, inhale, expand, trying to first open through the lower back. And then on the exhale, allow the shoulders to roll forward heavy into the floor. And then inhale, turn the head. Same thing. Deep breath in, inflate the low back. Good. Exhale, let the shoulders be heavy to the ground. Inhale your head back to center. Chin on the floor. This is it. Reach the chin as far forward as you can. Big stretch under the throat. Roll your body right and left, palms underneath you, against the ground, eyes looking forward along the floor. Straighten your right leg and lift it as high as you can. Good, then relax. Straighten your left leg, lift it as high as you can. And relax. Then tucking your toes under, roll the legs right, left, get the arms to come back out. Bring your hands under the shoulders. Exhale, push back up onto your knees. And then assess your work. So have a seat here, grab a drink of water, maybe go for a little walk and just see, little walkabout just in your space and see how that's feeling for you. If it feels so much better, do it again tomorrow. Keep up with some of these practices that are helping you find the alignment that you need to take out the stress and tension in your neck and shoulders, your head, your jaw, your face. So many benefits there. Okay, go have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.